Hello and welcome to our video that will show you how you can get ebooks and digital audiobooks through Overdrive. First thing I'll mention is that the credentials to log into Overdrive are the same as for your Minuteman account, and if for some reason you need to reset your PIN, you can click here on My Account and use the Forgot Your Password link. I'm going to scroll down here to Quick Links and click here on Ebooks and Audio. Here I'll click on Sign In. And leaving Minuteman Library Patron selected, I'm going to enter my own real library card number and PIN. So I'm going to pause a moment and do that. And here inside of Overdrive, you can of course search for a title or author that you're interested in, or else you can browse through some of the collections. Right now we've curated a couple of special collections for you. For example, How Does Your Garden Grow? And Bake Your Way Through It, just as a couple of examples. These links below say borrow because each of these titles is available to check out right now. If all of the copies of an item were checked out, you would see instead place a hold, and that works just like with physical items. You place the hold and then you're in the wait list for that item. So let's say I'm interested in borrowing Ina Garten's book. I'm going to click here on borrow. I'll leave 21 days selected as the loan period and click on borrow one more time. So this particular item has three options. One is for those obviously who have a Kindle device, Read Now in Kindle. The bottom option, Download EPUB book, that is for those with a Nook. And most people who are not Kindle users are going to want to use Read Now in browser. So I'm going to cover Kindle Books in just a minute, and so right now we're going to work with Read Now in browser. So here the book is opened in a new tab for me. To navigate, I can just click left and right, and that will take me page by page through the book. I can also use the left and right arrow keys on my keyboard. If I click here in the middle, that opens up some additional options for me. For example, under this three-line menu at the top right, we have an option to work with the size of the fonts in reading settings. And also, if for some reason you do want offline access, say you're working on a laptop and going somewhere, you can use offline access to download the book, and then you'll have connection to it or be able to read it when you're not connected to Wi-Fi. So I'm going to close that out. One other thing I'll mention is just for convenience, when I'm reading a book in a browser, I like to use the bookmark or favorite feature, and that way I just have a convenient way to get back into the book during the loan period. So I'm going to close that out. And here I'll scroll up and just show you a couple of features under My Account. So here under Settings, you just have some default options that you may want to take a look at and see if they are set the way you want them to. Holds, of course, holds those items that you're in the wait list for. And Loans has everything that you currently have checked out. So this is another way to get back into Barefoot Contessa. I can just click on Read Now in browser. For any digital item, there's no reason that I have to return it. They simply expire and automatically return at the end of the loan period. But if for some reason I want to, I can click on Return and return the book early. Last thing I'll mention for folks is that you may want to download this Libby for Overdrive app, and that is another convenient way to be able to get to Overdrive books for on the go. So let's turn our attention now to Kindle Books. I'm going to use this filter or link here at the top called Kindle Books, and what that's doing is it's whittling down the books that I'm seeing to those that are compatible in terms of the format, and they will work on my Kindle device. On the left here, I'm also going to just click on Available Now for convenience so that we're seeing items we can actually check out. So let's say I'm interested in Leanne Moriarty's 9 Perfect Strangers. I'll click here on Borrow. Borrow one more time. And then here I'll click on Read Now with Kindle. What this is doing is it's bringing me over into Amazon, where I'm going to pause for a moment and just enter my real login credentials. And here logged into Amazon, you can see that on the right side I have this Get Library Book button. So if I only have one device, I don't need to do anything but click on Get Library Book. If you do have multiple devices for some reason, just choose the one that you want and then click on Get Library Book. Here on the left, I see a thanks message that lets me know that that was done successfully. So for most Kindle users, the book is now going to wirelessly transfer for you. If for some reason you have a Kindle that doesn't have Wi-Fi capabilities, then you may just need to connect your device physically to your laptop or computer. So that is what we wanted to show you about getting ebooks and audiobooks through Overdrive. As always, if you have any questions at all, please send them to belmontpubliclibrary@gmail.com. And thanks for watching.